Hey guys, what's going on? EDC Blades here. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to do an unboxing and initial review of the Olight Warrior Mini 2, the I1R2 EOS Light by Olight, and the Leatherman Skeletool. I've never actually carried a flashlight or a multi-tool on my person before, so I figured it's about time to give it a try. I understand the reason behind having a light or a multi-tool on your person. I hate having big bulky pockets and just stuff everywhere. It drives me nuts having too much stuff, so I've never really gotten into it. Obviously I see the purpose, which is why I got these, to try them out, see if I can get used to carrying them, and see if I can add them to my EDC rotation. So like I said, I don't like having too much stuff on my keychain, but with the I1R2 EOS, this thing's so small, I figured, why not give it a try, add it to my keychain and see if it works out. I actually saw this light on a Talon video on YouTube, and he's got a bunch of cool stuff, and I like watching his stuff, and it just makes sense to have a little flashlight on your keychain if you can. So it's a basic, tiny little light, goes on your keychain. I got it off Blade HQ for $19.95. I ordered Desert Tan. It's got 150 lumens and a rechargeable LED light. So like I said, I carry flashlights in my car. I have them everywhere in the house. Same with the multi-tools. I have them in the junk drawer, the garage, in my vehicles. They're nice to have handy, and I'd rather have a bunch of them in a bunch of different places than one in my pocket. Same with flashlights. But I figure, this thing's such a small flashlight, and so convenient, that I might not realize that it's on my keychain, and I might actually carry it instead of just leaving it in my vehicle or anywhere else. It has a max runtime of 6 hours, and like I said, it's gonna be, it's like a backup flashlight. It's like a backup to your backup. You're going to use this flashlight to help you find your other flashlight, or if you don't have another flashlight in your car or whatever, you just need to find something in your glove box or your center console or on the floor. You're like me, you just drop everything between the seats. This is what you're going to pull out and try and find. Hopefully it's convenient. I mean, it's small enough, it's light enough. I don't think it's going to add too much bulk onto my keychain, and like I said, it's going to help you find your primary flashlight. And I guess that takes us to the Olight Warrior Mini 2. Another flashlight. I saw it on YouTube. I believe it was LLOD. He's got a bunch of cool stuff too, and he did a what's in your pocket video, and this is the light he was carrying. It looked pretty sweet, so I gotta charge it, I guess. I hope. And there we go. Alright, so when you unbox it, it's got this little doohickey on it, keeps it from activating while it's in transport. Olight Warrior Mini 2. I got it in black. It's got a cool blue pocket clip. Pretty stiff. Feels pretty good. So this one has 5 modes with a maximum output of 1750 lumens. It's also rechargeable, has a max runtime of 45 days, which is pretty long long time between chargings. Bought it off Blade HQ, $89.95. They did have a couple different colors to choose from. I went with the black, with the blue. Two of my favorite colors. Also, it was the cheapest one. It's got the side button for on/off, and the tail cap. Also, I like having multiple controls for you know, turning it on and off, or activating it. You know, that way if you got to change your grip for whatever you're doing, it's, you know, it's still accessible. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of carrying big things in my pocket, just because it, you know, I don't like having big bulky pockets. But I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna see what see if I can't carry this thing for a while, keep it on my person, and see if I can't just get used to it and add it to my EDC. I'm hopeful. I'm gonna give it a try. Hopefully, I really want to. I think this thing's pretty cool. You know, it's marketed as, you know, just not just a flashlight, but, you know, it's a blunt object. You know, put it in your hand for you know, a stronger fist, and, you know, just if you got a bright light in somebody's eyes, it's easier to scare them off than if you have nothing. So, you know, one of the perks to actually having a flashlight on your person. You know, flashlights are, you know, in your EDC, are just like a pocket knife or any other tool. You know, they come in handy, especially when you need them. And, you know, how often do you go somewhere and somebody's like, hey, you got a knife I could borrow? Who's got a knife I can open this thing up with? You know, it's the same thing with a flashlight. You know, the power goes out, or, you know, all of a sudden it's dark and you're walking to your car and you wish you had a flashlight on you. It's a tool, and, you know, it's a useful one, and definitely worth having on your person, I'm sure. And like I said, I'm gonna really try and get used to it, have it in my pocket, and carry it with me, and see if I can't make it part of my everyday carry going forward. All right, on to the Leatherman Skeletool. Now, this is one of the first things I ordered when I started this channel. I have wanted a Leatherman Skeletool for a long time, and I've never carried a multi-tool. I have them everywhere, like I said, but I couldn't justify spending a bunch of money. I mean, it's not a ton of money, but on a knife or a multi-tool that I'm not even sure I'm ever going to carry. Good grief, this thing is tight. I have to watch a video on how to open this. There you go. So, multi-tool. It's got a bunch of tools. I went with the black and silver. Again, I think it was one of the cheapest ones. They had a couple different cool colors, but I went with the black and silver. Another tool that LLOD carries. He swears by it. Every video he does with a pocket dump, or what's in my pocket, he's always got his Leatherman Skeletool on him. And I mean, the knife is actually a pretty cool knife. Most of my multi-tools have just a terrible knife, or a very plain knife. They're not terrible, they're just plain. This one actually looks pretty sweet. It's got a little serration. It's got a nice sharp blade. Blacked out, which, you know, obviously one of my favorite things. It's got the carabiner, bottle opener. It's got the pliers. It's got the wire cutter. It's got the Phillips head screwdriver, and it's got two Phillips head screwdrivers. Odd. I feel like there was yeah, there's the flathead in there. So it's got the flathead kind of tucked in the side here for convenience. Let's see if we can't get it back in. There we go. What else we got here? Pocket clip, blade. I think it said it has 7 tools. Let me see here. So, needle nose and regular pliers, wire cutters, the knife, which is 420HC, the carabiner bottle opener, which I already showed you, and okay, so just the two screwdrivers, the Phillips head and the flat head. Both of them are, you know, two-sided. You know, it's tough to get excited about a multi-tool. They're very plain Jane. There's no real fidget factor. There's no awesomeness. I mean, like, it's a tool. And pretty much why I always carry one in my car, my go bag. Just they're very useful. It's a great tool to have. And I mean, I can't tell you how many times I go looking for a wrench or a screwdriver, and I end up grabbing a multi-tool just because I know exactly where they are. And you know, it's the same thing as a pocket knife. You know, how often do you go to grab, you know, open a box or something, you can't find your scissors or your razor or whatever, and you know, luckily I carry a pocket knife in my pocket, so I pretty much always have one to open a box. But you know, to be able to do, you know, multiple jobs with one tool in your pocket, it's, you know, it just makes sense. And that's why I kind of want to try to get into being more consistent in carrying one of these. I don't know that it'll replace a pocket knife for me, but I'm gonna give it a try, see if I can't get used to it. You know, another thing to add to my EDC, and if not, you know, in my pocket, at least in a bag or, you know, close by. Maybe I'll make my wife carry it in her purse. She's actually been carrying that pink Spyderco Delica 4, and she loves it. It's a pretty cool little knife, but multi-tool might be better. Did I say the price on this? I got this off Blade HQ for $64.95. It's a steal. I mean, this thing is very nice. It's solid. It feels good. I mean, it's for a multi-tool. It's a cool looking multi-tool. Obviously multi-purpose. Other than a hammer, I mean, really, you got everything you need right there in your pocket. So I'm gonna try my hardest, carry these things for a couple days, or, you know, at least the flashlights was in my pocket for a month or so, and see if I can get used to it. This I might not make it as long, just because I do have a bunch of knives to review, and I want to you know, give them all their turn. But you know, like I said, it's a tool. It's a great thing to have around and available, accessible, and for $64.95, really not a bad investment. And you can never have too many of these things around. So definitely a cool little tool. All right, guys, I think this is a little bit of a longer video. Next week we got the drawing for the Civivi Elementum fixed blade. I'm pretty pumped. The knives are sweet little knives. I'm excited to do the drawing and see which one ends up going. Civivi Elementum folder here. I got a couple more days with it, and do my review on it, and let you know what I think about it. I want to thank everybody for watching the video. You know, help the channel out by subscribing, hitting the like button, and you know, if there's any knives or anything you'd like to see in future videos, go ahead and comment below. Thanks again. Have a great day.